Heihachi Mishima is dead.
お主の覚醒が計画の鍵となる。
心得ています。平八お父様。
なぜ貴様がここに？死に損ない同士、仲良くしようではないか。
Heihachi was announced as the third DLC character for Tekken 8, following in the steps of Eddie Gordo and Lydia for Season 1. There's still a fourth DLC character that's unannounced to close out Season 1 that'll be this winter, but Heihachi is looking to have the deepest moveset of any character in the game to date. Heihachi is part of the next title update, which will be the biggest for Tekken 8, as it introduces an additional story involving the DLC characters up to this point. Bandai Namco invited us out to put our hands on this new story mode and check out Heihachi ahead of the release. It's been announced that early access for this update will begin on September 30th at 4 p.m. Pacific time, with the full release set for October 3rd at that same time. How does Heihachi play in Tekken 8? He's poised to have the deepest character gameplay across the board, while he trends more towards a powerful and overbearing character with our experience through testing. Heihachi actually has 3 different phases that unlock more the deeper into the match. The team wanted Heihachi to be more aggressive, but with passive relations. Focus was put on high attacks and mid attacks. He will actually have 2 stances with the Thunder God and the Wind Guide. These can be switched on the fly. With each round, Heihachi will gain another level, and this means Heihachi's final form will not be met if the 3rd round isn't reached. While Eddie and Lydia have a similar aspect, Heihachi seems to be deeper. There's an icon under the life bar that will light up in 3 different portions. There will be much more to master with Heihachi. We asked Michael Murray and Nakatsu about the DLC characters potentially having an advantage with this aspect. They stated, it mainly comes down to the timing. At launch, there was only so much to hit the deadline for the release with a cast of 32 characters, which is pretty respectable. That was a lot to create, and since the game launched, there is more time to invest on 4 characters, so more resources, vetting the concept, and then planning for the strategy of the character and what their tools will be. It all comes down to timing. Moving on to the new story, which is called the Dark Awakens, it will take place alongside the main story, rather than trying to pigeonhole it as something that happens before or after. There will be 8 chapters that will explain how and why Heihachi is alive, but there won't be any major spoilers today. The Dark Awakens will be included for free, and feature the current DLC characters and their involvement in the overall narrative of Tekken 8. A side team to Lars's team from the main story is led by Eddie, and includes both Yoshimitsu and Lydia. Eddie is tasked with proving the team is on board with challenging Jin and having a confrontation with Nina, as rumors emerge of Heihachi possibly being alive. Once the chapters with Eddie are done, Lydia will then become playable in the story as the team nears closer to finding out the truth. There are many heavy plot points in this story that will grip fans of the main story just as much as it did at release. Much like the main story, this will allow players to get acclimated with the latest characters in the game. There's more to this update than just Heihachi and the story mode. Headlining this new update outside of Heihachi and the additional story is the addition of a new stage. The devs added the beach level on the previous update, and 1.08 will add the Genmaji Temple with 2 options for time of day. The daytime version of the stage does not feature any environmental changes, but the general stage will change seasons. The music was also specifically composed for this level to further add to its atmosphere. Genmaji Temple may end up being the new go-to stage for each match, as it brings back emotions of Tekken's past. Other tidbits that are being added in this latest patch includes the ability to finally set the main screen to different characters, whereas in the past it would showcase either Kazuya or the next 2 DLC characters with Eddie and Lydia. Players can now put any of the 32 characters into the menu screen. The development team also added an online practice area within the Tekken Fight Lounge. which has been requested by the community. So there is a dedicated area for that now. Lastly, the game will see some new licensed content. Nike will be added with the shoe that was revealed during EVO, so those are going to be purchasable in the game. And Gentle Monster, the Korean sunglass company, will also be adding attire to the game that's purchasable. This latest update in Tekken 8 almost feels like an expansion. If players have taken a break from the game, this is a great opportunity to get back in and catch up with the 2 new characters, the balance updates, and the new stages. While characters in Tekken 8 are vastly different, Heihachi might not hit the spot for some characters, but there is a lot here to master. The development team has certainly had more time and resources to allocate to making this character, so he's possibly going to be perfect at launch, but we will see. Make sure you like and subscribe to Hardcore Gamer on YouTube, and check out the written preview of this update on our website.